EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone. Muster a return to the 14-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D.
A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded at the 43. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. He goes 57 yards on the punt return. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they were going to get excellent field position either way. They had pinned them deep. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Browns had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. First carry now for Pierre Strong. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week one, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. On the tackle, it was Dane Belton. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Browns. K.J. Hamler. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have come back to make it a 2-point game. Extra point splits the uprights. And this is now a 1-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the traipsing. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 43 yards. And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this to Hamler over the middle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield. That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little.
There he goes, right side. A big play that time for Cleveland. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 2nd down, a run was strong. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Sets up fourth down.
And this one is right through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The slot man in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. He's got room at the 30 and down to the 28-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he gets this to Thornton. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton, 28 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. The tight end in motion right. Going quickly out to the right side. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
The Bengals bring out their punter now.
Back deep to return is KJ Hamler.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
37-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else.
Slot man moves right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
The wide receiver
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Strong. Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
This taken in at the goal line.
Pushing his way through.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 10.
Burrow will throw.
Completes this one to Thornton.
They juked him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Bengals. Jerome Ford, 47 yards. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Browns 10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And the Browns are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Now the offense moving quickly to the line.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Browns 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Now it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Burrow. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here we go. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Checks this one down, it's Mitchell. Shows his strength at the 50. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
First down. Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. From the 34-yard line, here's second and 9. To the air again, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
The roughing the kicker called on fourth down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyquan Thornton. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
He'll look to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll give it to Strong.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll let Hamler try and run it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
K.J. Hamler, his 1st rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Browns 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And Burrow going to throw again. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now they'll audible to something else.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be...
And this is caught. A big play there for Cincinnati. 65 yards.
That's how you flip field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
We are going to do this. We got this.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
That is caught. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Cincinnati, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.